want to go back and review one of my quizzes that I've already completed. This can be done in the Gradebook area inside my math lab. So not in Canvas, but in my math lab. So there's more than one way to get into my math lab. I'm going to recommend that you use the My Lab Mastering tab. And then at the very top, this link here takes you to the whole site. So it's not just to the quizzes, not just to the textbook, but it takes you to all the options inside my math lab. On the left-hand side, you're going to see a set of tools or areas that we have. And like I said, in order to review assignments, don't go to assignments, you need to go to the Gradebook. In here, I'll see a list of everything that's been completed. One thing I want to point out, you can see your grade calculation up here. That'll break it down by homework and quiz. And then if I'm looking for an assignment that's really, really old, it may not show up. So think about changing these here if you need to go to the past month or maybe the entire course. Likewise, if I just want to find a particular quiz or homework, I can use this button to sort of narrow it down. So I'm going to go ahead and review quiz number 2. And when I click on that button, another window will pop up. There we go. And so here I can look at quiz number 2. If I click on this button here, it'll show me all the questions, which ones were marked correct, which ones I had partial credit for. I can click on any of these buttons and go directly to that question. I want to look at this first one here. So this one here I was marked wrong, and the 90 that I see here, the answer that's appearing, that's the correct answer. To see my answer, I had to click on the little red triangle. So it tells me that my answer was 360. If I click on the get feedback, it'll give me a little hint. So sometimes those are helpful, sometimes they're not, but it's just like with the homework, so I can get my little hint there. If I want to know how it's done, or I want some more guidance, if you go over to question help, now the tools are available. You don't get to use them while you're taking the quiz, but they're available during review. So I can use help me solve it, view an example, the textbook, this will take me to this section in the textbook, and then ask my instructor. Remember, if you use ask my instructor, you should include more with it, like this is what I did, what did I do wrong. If you give me a picture of your work, it's really easy for me to tell you which steps are correct, where you made your mistake, and I can better help you that way. So again, if you use ask my instructor, don't just say I don't get it. Try to give me a little information or show me your work so I can better help you. Okay, so like I said, we can use those tools. Let's see if I go to the next question here. Same thing, it'll show me where I got, now this one here, notice that most of the answers are correct, but for C, I inputted the wrong answer. So the answer is 3, but I inputted a 4. Okay, so I probably made a small error there or added incorrectly. Likewise, like I said, we pull this up, we can jump around to see what other questions, like, oh no, what happened with question number 5? I missed that one. So again, this here is showing me the correct answer. When I click on it, it'll show me my answer. Wow, I was way off. So again, I can use the get feedback feature here, so it gives me a little bit more scientific notation, or go over here to the help, the question help. I do think that view an example is good, but help me and solve it is even better because it kind of leads you through the process. Okay, so that's how we're going to review our quizzes. When I'm done, I should hit close, and we're good to go. When you review quizzes, like I said, ideally you're going to want to review your first attempt before you use your second attempt. Take notes, write it down, rework the problems, make sure you know how to do them, ask questions, ask me, post on the discussion board. But try to do it, where you have enough time to learn the material before you use your second attempt. Too often I see students take a quiz and then literally 10 minutes later they retake it. Often they don't do much better on it. So like I said, give yourself time, think about that quiz as a learning experience, not just an assessment of how you're doing right now. Always should have some improvement between quizzes. The other thing with the quiz review is you can petition for partial credit. So want to make note of which ones you entered incorrect answers for, and the best thing to do is send me pictures of your work. If I don't see the work, it's really hard for me to give you partial credit unless it's something other than like a rounding error. All right, so I hope this helps. If you have questions, send me an email.